Hi students, it's Mr. Nguyen. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be doing three different practices. First one, we're going to be classifying triangles by angles and by sides. Next, we're going to be talking about the Triangle Angle-Sum Theorem. And finally, we're going to be talking about the Exterior Angle Theorem because these two are sort of related, okay? One is a corollary of the other. So let's start with this one. So triangles can be classified by angles or by sides. To classify by angles, we use the words like acute, obtuse, right, or equal angular. To describe the type of angles that a triangle has. All right, so I'm going to be skipping around in these practice problems to get you guys to see more complex problems. Okay, all right, let's start with this one. This one, if you notice this triangle, one of the angles is labeled 90 degrees, so we know right off the bat it is a right triangle. Um, this angle, one of the angle is 93 degrees. And by definition, anything between 90 and 180 is considered obtuse. So it takes one obtuse angle to make the triangle obtuse. So I'm going to call this the obtuse triangle. All right. These two seems to be equal. So if you have a triangle with two equal angles, that means the legs of those angles are also equal, right? The size of those angles are also equal. So this is isosceles if we are to classify it by sides, but we are doing this by angles. Oh no, we're doing this by size actually. Yeah, because the words that they're giving us are by side. Even though they're giving us angles, they want us to classify by size. So two equal angles means two equal sides. So I'm gonna say it's isosceles. Okay. Submit. This one we have 10, 12, and 16. These are sides, right? And notice they're all different. Okay, so by definition, a triangle with all three different measurement on the sides is called a scalene triangle. Submit. This one, 51, 51. So here, this is what I'm talking about earlier. Oops, sorry, wrong button. This is what I was talking about earlier. If the two angles down here are equal, then the sides that contain those two angles are also equal. So these two legs are equal. So this is called isosceles. Okay, isosceles. Isosceles. Submit. Okay. Let's skip around a little bit. All right, classify this triangle by sides. So by sides, and hopefully we're gonna run into one where we have to use a combination, right? So by sides, we know that all three angles are different. So we know that the angles are gonna be different. That one is a 1, that one's a 2, that one is a 3. So all three angles are different, right? This would have been a right triangle if we classified by angle, but they're asking us to classify it by side. So all three sides are different. It is called scaling. Submit. All right, let's skip so that we can see that you're gonna have to know how to classify them by combo, okay? So if you notice the names on these things, acute equilateral, acute scaling, right equilateral, and right scaling, notice the angle goes first, right? The angle goes first and then the sides. Okay, so the direction should have been swapped around because now it's confusing to students. It's like classified by size and angle. So it should be by angles and then size. So we always put the angle first and then the size if we are to classify them in combination. Okay, so it's angle first and then size. Well, notice all the angles are equal. That means this is 60. That's 60, 60. So this is called what we call equal angular, right? Equal angular. But it is acute because it's 60 degrees and all three sides are the same. So it is acute equilateral. All right. Submit. This one is a right triangle and all three sides are different. So we say right scaling. Okay. Right scaling. Where is it? Right here. I'm gonna do this one's the last one I'm trying, so I'm gonna jump to the next activity, okay? This one is a right triangle again, and it's also scaling because all three angles are different. That means all three sides are different, right? Notice all three angles have different markings, so all three sides are gonna have different markings. Therefore, it is considered right scaling. Where is it? Right scaling, right here. All right, I hope that helps. Let's go to the next one. This one is the triangle sum theorem. The triangle angle sum theorem. All it says is all three interior angles of this triangle add to equal 180. So if we already, and a calculator will come in handy here, guys, for some of these simple math, but they make your job a little bit easier. Right, so this plus this is 180. So I'm not going to write this down every time. I'm just going to do it the first time so that you understand what the theorem is saying. The first angle plus the second angle plus the third angle all equals 180. Okay, so this is just a simple equation solving, right? You combine 46 and 46 and you subtract it from 180. That's what we're going to end up doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that on the calculator. 46 plus 46, combining like term, and then move that to the other side, which means I'm going to subtract. So 180 minus 92, and then we get 88. So okay, so the answer to this problem is this angle B here has to be 88 degrees, okay, to satisfy the theorem, okay. All right, and of course, again, I'm going to be skipping levels so that you can see more complex problems. Let's do this one more time. So we have an equation that says 44. Oops, I'm gonna type in 44 angle 1 plus angle 2, which is 57, plus angle 3, which is A, and all of that equals to 180, right? The sum of three interior angles add to equal 180. So again, we're going to combine 44 and 57, and then we're going to subtract that from 180. So it's 180 minus that 101. That way your answer is positive. 79 is the answer here. I'm going to type in 79, and then I'm going to skip level. Okay, I'm going to jump level just so that we get an equation with actual expressions in there. Let's try this one. This one, medium level. It's not too bad, but I'm going to go ahead and set up the equation for you here. Angle 1, let's say it's 45. Doesn't matter which one you pick to be angle 1. It really doesn't matter. Angle 2 is 101. I always put the first two angles are the ones that I know. And then plus 17Z. That's the one that I don't know, right? The unknown one. But then you're going to end up with questions where all three of them are unknown, okay? As long as all three of them add to 180, you will have an equation. And if you have an equation, you'll be able to solve this, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to combine like terms, right? So 45 plus 101. I'm going to do this step by step so that you can see. So it's 146. So I'm going to type in 146. Oops, sorry, not that one. What am I doing? I'm going to type in here what is it? 146? Yeah. Plus 17Z equals 180. So that step right there, I just simplified, right? And then next step, of course, I'm going to subtract 146. So I'm going to end up with 17Z equal. So I'm going to go to my calculator. I do 180 minus 146. And that's going to get, oops, what the heck? Oh, I didn't type 180. Oh, that's a huge number. 180 minus 146. That stopped me really fast. 34. So 34. Okay, the next, oops, sorry, 34. And then the next step, of course, we're going to divide by 17. And 34 divided by 17 give you 2. So the value of Z is actually 2, which is what they're asking for. Now, keep in mind that sometime they could be asking for the actual angle, which is 34, because we already say here 17Z is 34. So this is 34 degrees. But they really want the Z. So we are going to divide and we get the answer for Z, which is 2. Okay. Submit. All right, let's see. Same thing. Combine like terms. Yeah. Let's skip level one more time. All right, let's do this one. This one is three angles, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to do 37 as my angle 1, plus 3b as my angle 2, plus b plus 23 is my angle 3, okay? So all of those are three angles, equals 180, okay? So angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 is this binomial here. Okay, now the next step, I'm going to combine like term. Notice I have 3b and 1b, that's 4b. So I'm going to type in 4b plus, now I'm going to combine my numbers, so my constants. This one and this one together, this one and this one together, right? 4b. This one plus that one give me 60, I believe. So I'm going to do plus 60 here. Make sure it's on the 60 equals 180. Okay, so now I'm going to subtract 180, so I get 4b equals 180 minus 60 is 120. Okay, now I'm going to divide by 4. 120 divided by 4 is 30. Okay, so my b value is 30. Okay, now if they ask you to substitute it and find the angle, you can just do 3 times 30, which is 3 times 30, because b is 30, and then you get 90 for this angle, which proves to us that this triangle is a right triangle if we have to classify it, right? So this is a right triangle because we have a 90-degree angle, okay? Now I'm just going a little further just to help you understand the context of this, right? And then of course you can plug 30 in here and you do 30 plus 23 and you get 53, okay? So 53 degrees is this one, 90 degree and 37 degree, okay? Wait, is that true? Yeah, 53. Why did I put 50? 53 degrees. Okay, I was like, oh, that doesn't add up. Okay, so my answer, back to this problem, my answer is 30. Okay, submit. Yes, okay. Let's jump level one more time, and then this is the last problem I'm working out. Okay, so this is like level 3 kind of problems, right? Well, level 3 would ask you to substitute and find each one of these. So this is still kind of like level 2. All right, let's do this. Angle 1 is V minus 4. Okay, that's angle 1. Plus angle 2 is going to be 2V minus 5. Okay, plus angle 3 is going to be 3V minus 15. So notice I just take whatever the expressions for the angles and I substitute it inside for the angle. Equals 180. Yeah? And then of course we're going to combine like terms. Let's just count how many V's we have. We have 1 here, 2 more, and then 3 more. That's a total of 6V. All right, let's combine the constants together. So we have, these are all negative. So -4, -5, and -15. That is a total of -24. So I'm going to type in -24 minus 24 equals 180. Okay. Next one, I'm going to add 24 and then divide by 6, right? So if you know that those are the order of operations you're going to be doing, then you can just go ahead and do that all on your calculator. So I'm going to take 180, add 24, and then whatever the answer is, I divide by 6. So 180 plus 24. I'm doing inverse operation, remember, because I'm moving this -24 over. So I'm adding 24. I get an answer, and then I have to divide by 6, right? Divide by 6. So my V value is 34, okay? So I'm going to type in 34 for here, okay? And if they want the angle, again, guys, if they want the angle, the first angle is going to be 34 minus 4, which is 30. So we know right away. I'm substituting it in. Okay, this angle is going to be twice of 34, twice of 34 minus 5. And you could also do that on your calculator. This is degrees, by the way. Okay, so 2 times 34 minus 5. There you go, 63 degrees. 63 degrees, okay? And then you could use whatever. You can substitute 34 in. That's probably faster if I have a calculator. 3 times 34 minus 15. That gives me 87. Okay, and you can also check all three of these angles should add up to equal 180 degrees. So anyway, that's how you find the angles if they ask you for the angle. So, all right, we're going to submit this one, and then we're going to go to the uh, next activity, which is the last one. So the next one is talking about the exterior angle theorem. The exterior angle theorem states that the exterior angle is equal to two remote interior angles. So remote mean it's not next to it, right? So remote mean it's far away. It's kind of like your remote control for your TV. It sits far away from your TV. So those are the remote interior angle theorem angles. Okay, so it's far away from that angle. So this is the outside. This is the inside, but it's next to it. These are the ones that are not next to it. So it's remote, right? Remote. That word remote means far away. Okay, let's delete that. So what does it say again? These two add to equal this one. All right, so there you go. There's your equation. The measure of angle 1 equals 51 plus 94. That is the theorem. That's what the theorem is telling you. Okay, and if you study this lesson, you probably should remember why that is true, right? Because this is supplementary. These two are supplementary, and all of these are supplementary. That's why these two add is the same as that one. Okay. Oops, I just deleted it. Okay, let's just go to my calculator and add those. 51 plus 94. That's my outside angle. 145. Okay. Let's type in 145. That's the outside angle. Okay, that's the outside angle. Again, 89 plus 37. 89 plus 37. That's the outside angle. 126. To find this angle, just subtract that 126 from 180, just like what we did on the last practice. Okay, the last activity. All right, skip around. Let's jump level so we can see some more complex ones. All right, this one is the reverse. So they give you the outside, which is 122, equal the two inside add together. Well, this angle, let's call this angle A. You don't know what angle A is, but you know that if you add 92 to it, it would equal to 122, which is the outside one. So this is a reverse or actually inverse operation problem. So you just subtract 92, you get A. Okay, so you're going backwards, solving the equation. 122. Where did I get 92 from? Oh, minus 92. That's where I got it from. Minus 92 equal 30. So the inside angle here is 30 degrees. Okay, so that's what they want me to find. 30 degrees. Going backward, one step equation. Okay, this one add, not subtract, add because we're looking for the outside. So 31, let me do this in my head here. That's so 140, 150. 150 is the answer. Okay, let's jump level so we can see more complicated. Okay, here's the I call this complicated because it's got variable actual expressions in it, but it's really not that complicated. It's really easy. The theorem holds. So two inside angle, so it'll be z plus 10. Okay, oops, z plus 10 is angle 2 equal to z plus 47, which is the outside angle, right? Now I'm going to combine like term. I get 2z plus 10 equal z plus 47. Now I'm going to subtract the 1z. I get z equal. I'm going to subtract the 10. I get 37. Okay, so pretty much what I'm doing, let me erase that. Let me show you what I'm doing. I got z equal 37. Why I got 37? Okay, so I am subtracting this z away from here. Okay, minus z. I take it away from both sides, so it goes over there, and then I'm going to take a 10 away, minus 10. Okay, and that's how I got 1z equal 37, and that's what the problem is asking me for, and I'm going to put that in there, 37. Okay. Should we jump level one more time? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do two more and then we're good, right? Okay, so the two inside angle, so I'm going to do b plus 15. That's one angle. That's only one angle. Plus the other angle is 2b minus 2. Okay, those are your two angles. Equal the outside angle, which is b plus 47. That's the whole angle, right? Okay, now same thing, combined like term, which is 3b. Positive 15 and negative 12 is positive 13. Okay, so plus 13 equal, the other side is just b plus 47. Okay, we can't do anything with it yet. Okay, now subtract the b from here, okay, and subtract the 13 from here. So we're going to end up with 2b, because b minus 3b minus b is 2b, equal 47 minus 13. Well, 7 minus 3 is 4, 4 minus 1 is 3, so 34. 34, okay? And then divided by 2, well, that equals to 17. So my b value is 17. Ta-da! Okay, brilliant. One more problem and we'll call it a day. This one is not too bad. This one is actually pretty easy. Here's your equation. Guys, always write down the equation, okay? 3c, that's one angle, plus 33, that's the other angle, equals to the one outside, 4c plus 7, okay? And then now, this one's easy. Now, you don't want to move the 4c, because if you move the 4c, it will become minus and you end up with a negative number, right? Move the 3c. So when you subtract 3c, you're going to end up with 1c positive. Okay, now move the 7 back over here, because the c's are over here, and so the numbers need to be over there. So subtract 7. 33 take away 7, I believe, is 20. I'm stuck. I'm going blank. Seriously. I know it's 20 something. It's not 28. I was gonna write down 28. Okay, I have a brain fart. So 10 minus 7. So 26. Sorry, 26. Oh my gosh. So I put 26 in there as my answer. I apologize for that, guys. I don't know if you've ever had those moments where you just go, "What? What am I doing? Why am I here? What's the number?" So I just had that moment right now. So 26. So if you don't trust yourself, use the calculator. I tried to do it without a calculator and I got a brain fart. So 26 is my answer. So let's hit submit. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop here for the sake of time. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, just send me an email. Okay. Thank you for watching and please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Bye bye.